what's up, Vox and Hops heads? I'm Matt, the vocals of Cryptopsy, and you're listening to my podcast, Vox and Hops, where I sit down with fellow metal musicians to talk about their lives, music, and craft beer. Last night was another crazy Vox and Hops Thirsty Thursday virtual hang. Each week, I'm always surprised and blown away by how many more people are coming. I love these. Thank you to everyone that has come. Thank you to all of you who came last night. If you would like to join us next week at the Vox and Hops Thirsty Thursday virtual hang, you need to get the link either via one of the Vox and Hops Thirsty Thursday gang members or myself, because this is now a private closed group. This is a closed session. We keep it close. We keep it tight. But if you would like to join us, which we are extremely welcoming and we want more people to join us, the best way to do that is to get the link either directly via me, via the Vox and Hops social media accounts, or you could simply hit up someone that you know that's in the gang that has access to the link. Keep it secret. Keep it safe. As Gandalf told Frodo, Vox and Hops Thirsty Thursday gangs is something very sacred to me, and I want it to keep it that way. Now, I'm very excited to play you a track from some of my oldest friends, some of the people that I grew up playing music with here in Montreal back in the early 2000s. We used to party together a lot at Fufun Electric. It is a pleasure and an honor to play you a track by my brothers of Endast, who are coming back after taking a 5-year hiatus. I love this band. I love these people. I was actually on one of their first records on a track. It was awesome doing that, and I'd love to do it again. So here it is. Check this out. This is Endast's new track. This is Stand By to Get Some. love it. I love it. Massive shout out to my brothers of Endast. I love you guys. So happy you're back. Keep it up. The Canadian metal scene has missed you dearly, and I can't wait to hear more stuff from you guys. I have put in the description of this podcast all of Endast's social media accounts where you can go and grab this track, Stand By, to get some. I highly suggest you should do that. Today's episode is a very special episode because I am showcasing one of Montreal's premier breweries. They are the best craft beer brewery in Montreal right now, in my opinion. They are only 1 year old, and they are celebrating their 1 year anniversary this weekend. If you can go there, if you can be there, go and support the local craft beer kings. Of course, I am talking about Messorem Bracitorium. This is Vox and Hops, episode number 168, with Vincent Ménard, the head brewer of Messorem Bracitorium.
I warn you, what you are about to hear is very disturbing indeed.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Today I'm with Vincent Ménard from Messorem Bracitorium. It is fantastic to be with you. This is a long overdue interview.
Yes, sir.
I have been wanting to sit down with you since the beginning, since before you guys launched.
Exactly.
You guys launched a year ago now.
Yeah.
And for everyone listening, when this episode drops, they are having their 1 year anniversary party tomorrow. You guys should be there. You should absolutely come to Messorem. It is always a good time. Let's start with an easy question. How are you doing? How have you been? Let's just start there.
I would say I'm really tired right now. It's been like a crazy year, and I was hoping for some vacations this year, but no, it's not gonna happen. So really tired, but still focusing on making beer and having fun. You know.
Is it still fun?
A little bit less. Like the past month. Past month was fucking crazy. So a lot of stress, a lot of. My mind was everywhere trying to make the first anniversary happen. So, still, we had some fun.
For anyone that doesn't know who Messorem is, you have been living underneath a rock. You guys launched a year ago, as I mentioned. Take me back to a year ago. You guys were just getting ready to launch. I came to that first soft launch weekend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true.
I came with my whole family and instantly fell in love. So what was your mindset a year ago? Where did you think Messorem would be in 1 year?
Good question. We didn't expect the brewery to grow that fast and to have like all that support from the craft beer industry, you know. So man, like right now we almost can't believe it. It went so fast.
I've heard many stories through the grapevine of the social media, and we have some common friends of you guys going through. It was just so hyped up at the beginning. Take me. I want to hear these like first 3 months. You guys launched, and then the response was just so overwhelming that there was times that you guys were just basically living here, brewing day and night. So take me through that. The decision to do that versus just letting it dry up and people coming when there's more beer.
Yeah, we really didn't know what to expect, really. We just thought a brewery like us was missing in Montreal, and we've decided to try like focusing on not so many different styles, but mostly beers that we like. And we knew that like some of these styles were missing here in Montreal, so we decided to launch on a weekend to see what was going to happen, and the response was instant, really, like too much even. We ran out of beer in 2 days. We couldn't believe it, so we were open only on weekends because we didn't have enough beer and staff because we were doing everything ourselves, you know. We didn't have any employees. So the next weekend the other release sold out in like a day. So we were even more like impressed by that, and since that, it never really stopped, and just it continued growing and growing, and people were lining up outside, buying the beer even faster and faster, week after week. So yeah, up to a point we had to close because we didn't have not even a beer on tap.
That's insane.
No more beer at all in the brewery. So yeah, we've decided to invest in more tanks. We got the tanks about 4 months ago, right before COVID, and we decided to install them and see what's gonna happen. And since that never stopped too.
It's crazy. You took me on a tour of this place, and from the first time I came till now, it's like 3 times the size.
Yeah, it's
in 1 year. It's unheard of. Why do you think? What was it you said? You felt like the Montreal beer scene needed a place like you guys. What did you guys bring that was different?
We wanted to put the trends a little bit more forward. We thought New England style of IPAs were missing. A brewery focusing on that, and other trendy styles. And that's the beers we like to drink, So we focused mostly on doing that because we were a little bit tired of crossing the border to go to Vermont or New York or places like that. Because here it was missing. It was really missing.
And now I feel like right alongside you, there's a bunch of other people that have stepped it up this year too.
Yeah, we see that now. A lot more people are doing New England style IPAs and stepping up their branding game and stuff like that. It's something that we thought was important when we started the project too, to have some kind of a cool vibe when you come here. And also have a brand you can see yourself in, you know what I mean? Like stuff that we didn't want to bring old school type of branding. We wanted to have a feel more of something you can see and you don't associate it with beer automatically.
That's true. And the first time I came, I was taken aback. I love I don't know what you guys call it, the skull head. Do you guys have a name for that?
It's the Reaper.
The Reaper.
Yeah,
okay.
Our name means Reaper. Reaper Brewery.
Exactly, yes, in Latin, right?
In Latin, yeah.
Yes. We've known each other for a very long time. Mm-hmm. If anyone doesn't know this, Vince can play drums for extreme metal bands.
I can't anymore.
That's what you had told me before. We actually toured Canada together alongside Origin. You were in The Last Felony.
2008, I think.
It was this September of 2008. That was a wild, fun tour.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Tell me about your transition from going for that dream to this dream of being a touring famous musician to opening a brewery and having a raging success.
Around that time, my boss at my old job didn't really enjoy me leaving for tours and stuff like that, so I had to put music aside. But I was brewing back then, and it's always something that I enjoyed, drinking craft beers and brewing beers and stuff like that. So transition was not easy. It took a couple years to think about it, and it was not even my first choice. And then I don't know, man, we talked about it, some friends and us, and I saw the course here in Jonquière, and yeah, man, it started right because of that.
It's also started raining.
You want to go inside?
Yeah. Just keep it going. I'll just keep it rolling.
Okay.
At what point did drumming just not become a part of your life anymore?
I don't know, man. I got tired after the last tour. I was a little bit tired of not making money, and
it was a hard tour.
The pressure of pushing the limit, always and always, and leaving on the weekends and stuff like that. I don't know. I felt like I needed a break from that, and it took me like a good 5 years before touching a drum set after that.
Really?
For real.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, in like 2011, I think.
Wow, but then you just dove straight into beer.
Yeah, focusing on that mostly, home brewing, and then it's been like 4 years ago, I think. I went full time in beer. Yeah.
Sick. Vox and Hops is all about hanging out with my metal friends, talking about their lives, some music, and craft beer. So what are we drinking here first, Vince?
Our latest Pilsner. We've canned that yesterday.
Cool.
So it's really fresh, different from the other one. We've used a little bit of spelt. So it's not a common grain in Pilsners, but we went German style with the hops and long lagering, and yeah, you can taste like it's like there's like a cool grainy finish to it.
Nice. I love the Pilsners are back.
Yes, sir. Cheers, man.
Cheers. It smells amazing. Super dry.
Yeah,
amazing,
refreshing.
Super. I love the Pilsners are back.
It's really light. It's like 4.4, I think, ABV.
Is there more of an art to brewing a Pilsner versus a haze?
I'm not gonna make friend here, but we don't think it's that hard. You just have to be really careful to all the details. I know like a common thing people think is that like Pilsners are the hardest style of beer to brew. We don't agree to that. Sorry, guys. But yeah, for us, it's gonna be. I think it's not gonna be good for everyone. But
hey, you gotta be honest.
I'm really honest. And you saw what we did earlier, like pastry stout, a lot harder. It's said
there's more work that goes into it.
A lot more work,
muscle work.
Not only that, like to find some kind of a balance in that. I know, like lager boys, they hate pastries and stuff like that. I think there's you can like whatever beers you want, you know.
It's like music, you know.
Exactly.
You can like whatever you want. Everyone has a subjective taste. Exactly. But I have heard that rumor that if you fuck up a haze, you could fix it. If you fuck up a lager or a Pilsner, it's harder to hide the mistakes.
It depends on like what you want to do, but yes, you don't have room for mistakes. But like, yeah, man, you just have to be careful, do everything properly, not cut corners, and then I'm pretty sure everybody can brew like a nice Pilsner.
I wanted to go in that direction that you went in before about the beer purists. What was your reception coming to Montreal, launching, having such a huge acclamation from the fans, the craft beer community? How has the beer craft nerd elitists accepted you guys?
People like the clients and everybody, they really enjoy having us around. We don't have many friends from the industry though.
That's where I was leaning
exactly
towards.
Because we mostly don't do like old style, and we don't like that anymore. I'm not gonna like I can drink like an Irish red ale and stuff like that. It's like once in a while, but it's not like a style I enjoy anymore. So I don't want to focus on making that, because I know that I don't like that style of beer that much. So for me, I'm not going to be able to make like a good beer out of that, because I don't like it very much, you know what I mean? So yeah, I think a lot of people saw us like I don't know, man, the bad guys. You still see us like that because we just want to focus on trends and like having fun. I don't know, not like we want to push boundaries. We don't want to be like it's like death metal, you know what I mean?
That's what I was gonna say.
Exactly. It's like, man, you can like classical music or whatever else, but man, if you want to go extreme, you go extreme. You know what I mean?
Which is what you've done. You've done some smoothies.
Yeah.
Which are very unpopular in the
Here,
craft beer elitist industry. Peeps.
Forget it.
The pastry
It's just fun.
pastry stouts are more accepted though for some reason. I don't understand why.
Yeah, a little bit more, but I don't know, not that much. It's too, I don't know, maybe it's too extreme. So,
and then there's always that question, that comment that you see is it beer? At what point do these beers not become beers anymore, and do you care?
We don't really care, for real. It's mostly, do you like it or not?
Yeah.
If you like a product, it's good enough for me. You know what I mean? We do like slushy beers with the slushy machine.
That's so fucking dope. Yeah.
It's for real. It's fucking amazing.
it is.
So, is it beer or not? No, it's a slushy.
But it's fucking amazing.
Slushy of beer, but it's funny. We have like clients really love it. We have fun making it. So it's I think that's what's the most important.
You guys don't do flagships, and that comes from the Vermont New School style of breweries.
Exactly.
To take me through that, is there ever a moment that you're like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm going to brew this week?
No, not really.
Where does this come from? Where does this inspiration come from?
We wanted to keep like a lineup of beer, but not having like flagship. More like a rotation of flagships, you know what I mean? Instead of focusing on like 5 beers, we wanted to focus more on styles and have like a big lineup of beers going around, you know, like making it like once in a while when we feel to redo it, you know what I mean?
I don't know who has more fun doing this. I don't know if it's you or Marc-André that has more of a challenge keeping up with one or the other to create new designs and you creating new beer.
Mostly him right now, because it's like for us, we have like so many different ingredients to play with. Like possibilities are endless for real, you know? And people think we just have like one basic recipe and we change one hop, we do another beer. It's so that's one of some like critics we have from the industry. We do like instead of like having like a sticker of one
version
hop,
1,
you know,
version 2,
but it's not the same beer. You know what I mean?
Because you're changing the malt, you're changing
we
the
change
percentage
everything.
of
You know,
what's going into
we
it.
don't have like a base recipe that we just change like 1 or 2 hops. You know what I mean? It's different. It's different recipes all around. So Marc-André has he's the one that has the like
more of a challenge
exactly
to keep up with you guys.
It's like he's more on the how can I say it, like creative side of things, you know. It's like when you do a song, you can't write a song every day, you know what I mean?
You can't force inspiration.
Exactly.
You're more, it's almost like you're very creative, and I'm not saying you're not an artist, but you have like elements. You're like more of a cook to play with, and you're like, today I have a new toy.
For us.
I can put this new
we got
hops
different
in.
hops, different grains. We take a look at list of grains that, oh shit, that's cool, man. We ordered that for next week. There's tons of stuff to play with. So like compared to Mark, that you can't force inspiration to make a design, you know what I mean? So it's harder for him.
Well, good for him. He's been doing a really good job, because the visuals here is always just super sick.
Yeah, it's one thing that we found it was important. So man, we focus on like quality beers with quality branding. It was one of the main focus we wanted to have.
I think that comes from the world of being from bands too. Because we only made money selling merch.
Exactly, you know?
And we knew that you need to have a sick design, and we can go back to that, and I've spoken to Dom Grimald about this, and we've laughed about this. The fact that Cryptopsy on that tour had the ugliest merch.
I don't remember that. No, it was
so
not
bad.
that bad.
It was so bad. to the point where and there was like a fuck up of the amount that we ordered, and we had like 400 of them. And I swear to God, we sold the last one of the shirts in 2015, I want to say. But you guys had nice merch. So you guys outsold us some nights because you guys just had nicer merch than us.
It's funny.
So that comes from the world of bands, of having, knowing that having a visual representation of your entity is very important.
And I don't know, it's part of like working harder to sell yourself, you know what I mean? Like if you do shows and you don't play well, people are not gonna buy merch, if it's like it's a hole,
I remember you being very hard on yourself.
I still
on
am.
that tour, which is leading to my next question is, are you satisfied with the beers now?
Most of the time, yes, but we're still like tweaking every time. So that's why I think it's cool that we focus on styles that we like, because we can really focus on tweaking till it's going to be up to our standards,
if it ever will be, and I doubt it will be.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's like when you finish when you get your album, after the mix and everything, you're like, oh man, that part.
It's always perfect because Christian Donaldson does such a good job.
Chris does. Shout out to Chris, bro. But still there's always something. There's always something, So I feel it's the same thing with beers. There's always something.
Let's fast forward to when COVID hit.
Yep.
You guys, I heard a story. I don't know if this is true. I can't remember who I heard this from. There were people lined up around the block, and the cops showed up because 1,000 people showed up here for a release. Is that accurate?
You know what? Marc-André exaggerated a little bit.
Which is good. Good.
It was...
The hype.
It was packed, Yeah. There was a lot of people, but... Everybody were waiting in line, distancing each other 2 meters. Everything was done perfectly. So police, when they showed up here, it was right at the beginning, and they were shutting, they started shutting everything.
It was before the real everyone stay home, right?
No. It was exactly, like around there, but it was around when they decided that breweries were essential.
Which was absolutely appreciated. Thank you, Canadian government and Quebec government. So
we stayed open, but the time, I don't know if it was the timing or whatever. One of our first barrel aged sour beer was ready for sale, like right around that time. So we've decided let's try it to see what was going on. But man, it was. We didn't expect that many people.
Everyone's home.
Exactly. So we had a huge lineup that looked twice the size as usual.
Because there was distancing going on.
So people on the canal here, they stopped. They were like, what the fuck's going on? There's
a rave or something.
Exactly, something going on. So they called the cops and everything. They showed up here. And they saw everything. Everything was done perfectly. We had already nice measures with hand sanitizers and everything before it was mandatory. So we think we've done a good job, and that's why they didn't close us.
That's what I think it was in that post. It said 50% of the cops were.
They were like, yeah, man. You know what? We look at your measures, and. It's a lot better than so many places. So, you know what? Good job. For now, just continue doing what you're doing. But we had a good timing that day because we sold all the beers. We didn't have anything ready for another 2 weeks after that. So
just close and just get even more security measures in place.
Exactly. So, and then everything was a little bit slowed down.
Did you sell more or less during COVID? Because I've read that people drink a lot more during COVID.
For us, we've got our tanks
exactly
right in the beginning of COVID, so we installed them, and we were out of beer, so we decided, you know what, let's just fill a couple more tanks to see, and we couldn't keep up with the demand, so
Keep it going, man.
filled like everything, and then we still sold everything. So it was for us. We were blessed for real. We were really lucky.
I really firmly believe that no matter how much you make, it's always going to be gone. There's just such a hype, and there was a hype immediately, and I was so proud because I know you guys put a lot of work into this. You guys got into this building, I think, December
Around
of
Christmas time.
2018, right? December 2018, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you guys opened in August, so you guys were working here, not making any money.
No,
for
6 months,
8 months, just about
full time. Yeah, before that, because man, we did like some construction in the back, beginning of like September or something. But the real work was done in Christmas time. We started that full time.
What is your favorite style? What are you excited about that's happening here? You showed me some cool things back there. What are you excited to unveil in the next year here?
Since the beginning, we wanted to have a big barrel aged program of wild and sour beers, and that's going to be a lot more, because it takes time. It takes a lot more time. So we start to have a little bit more wild beer ready. So that's going to be another focus for this year. We got 3 fooders now, so a lot more beer in that too. We got a lot more barrels too. So we'll probably get maybe one or two blending tanks, because right now we don't want to use our clean fermenters to make wild beers,
Because it fucks everything. I heard.
exactly.
Yeah.
So we use just one. We have like 3 small fermenters that we use just for blending, but we do like really small blends for now, because we don't have the tanks to make bigger blends for now.
We're gonna move to the next beer.
Okay, that's gonna be one of the beers for the first anniversary,
Which is cool, and you have a lot of stuff coming up for the first anniversary.
Yeah, we wanted to have something cool, we wanted to make it like really extreme, but because of COVID, we can't really do it now, and we wanted to have shows and like a lot of stuff, but we'll try to save that for next year if we can.
Well, you can only just keep growing, and you know,
we'll see.
I know that it's going to be packed. It's going to as packed as it can be in the situation that we live in.
It's you know what, it's even hard for us right now, because we want to make like a huge party, but in the same time we have the responsibility of keeping it like safe for everybody. So I don't know. We don't know exactly how it's gonna go, but we might have to cancel some events if it gets too crazy.
Yeah, so people listening,
so
behave
exactly.
Follow the rules. Wear a mask when you are moving around inside people.
Exactly.
And outside too. And just enjoy the beer and have a good time. So what is this beer we're about to taste?
This one is one of the beers we're going to have for the anniversary. It's we've decided to start some series in the past couple months, and this one is it's going to be the first one of the single hop.
Mono hops,
cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, of beers. So this one is 100% Galaxy hops.
Sweet.
It's one of the hops that we like the most. So
cheers.
We wanted to make a beer out of that.
It smells amazing. Yeah, perfect, creamy, dank, very smooth. Yes.
Australian hops are so dank, and we plan on making. Like nice versions of mono hops of the ones we like the most.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. If you could name 3 breweries that were your major influence in the vibe of this place, the beers that you are producing, what you wanted to bring here to Montreal, who would they be?
Number 1 inspiration is Other Half in Brooklyn. We actually wanted to recreate that underground industrial vibe. When we were designing the project, the location was one of our main interests, you know what I mean? So when we found that place, like a little bit more like a trashy vibe, underground, graffitis, not clean, you know? We wanted to keep that like raw vibe, and I think we found the perfect spot to recreate the feeling we wanted, you know?
100%, yeah.
So yeah, other half is big inspiration, beers, branding. They have the branding is really amazing. Big team of marketing. They do everything perfectly. So we're forever fans. And what else? American Sclera, big influence for us. And we got really lucky last year that we did a collaboration with them. And I think they are the perfect example of what like a brewery could be, because they master perfectly like old world styles of beers, like lagers, all their wild beers and everything, and they master a lot of the new styles of beers. Amazing pastry stouts, amazing New England IPAs and everything. So I think that's what I'm looking for, you know, a brewery that can be good in like old school styles and not just be like stubborn in making that, you know what I mean?
Yes, to have the flexibility
exactly.
to which a lot of some people are doing here in Quebec now.
They start more and more, but we feel it's missing.
It's not genuine, you don't think?
Exactly, and I think they're missing out on something by being stubborn.
Fuck yeah, dude.
No
matter how much beer do you make, you're going to sell it all out.
Just for them, you know, it's not even that. It's just for them, just to be a little bit more open-minded, you know what I mean? Stop being stubborn, you know?
Metal elitists, craft beer elitists.
Exactly, you know? So, yeah, man. So, American Sclera, big shout-out for them, too. And next one is Oval here. Yeah. Big. Still is my favorite brewery.
Did you guys base the only having the beer available here through Oval?
It's mostly American style of breweries, you know, taproom open, and it's mostly, you know what, man, about quality of products. You go here, you get your fresh beer. You saw it before. We don't have any beer sitting on like warm shelves.
No, 100% no.
So every beer stays in the cold room, you know what I mean? And that's something that I think breweries would profit of doing, you know, by doing it.
And to have the decision to wait till you guys had the finances to start brewing here versus going to a contract, it must fall into that same
exactly
reason.
We thought about that, but we stopped like almost immediately, because we were like, man, we won't have any control of our beers, so fuck that. Fuck that.
I like Hushlag, and I don't want to throw them under the bus here. I enjoy their products. When I got into craft beer, I drank a lot of them, and the more I heard about it and understood what contract brewing entails, where you just show up with your recipe and give it to some guy, it's like
you don't know what's going on.
I always translate it to the band world and saying, here's my lyrics, go sing my song for me, and then I have to take it, and I paid for it.
Exactly. It's like you have an idea of a band, you hire a band to do it, and they suck. What are you going to do?
But you can't say anything because you pay for it.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
I don't know, man. We
good for you guys to wait. And
we think there's a big change that needs to be done here in Quebec for real, because we need breweries like us for real.
I feel like a few are coming out. I can name
hopefully
two off the top of my head. Sir John, Brewing Company, Brewski as a second one. Nouvelle France seems to be going in a new wave.
But I mean, focusing on not delivering beers on shelves. You know?
Yeah.
That's, you know, like a lot of, like a few years back, all the breweries were, when they were opening, they were like, oh, we're here to educate people on styles of beers, you know, because you wanted to have that old man drinking his Coors Light, drinking your Pilsner or your Red Ale or whatever, okay? But we feel that we don't have to do that anymore, so you don't have to open with basic styles of beers. Okay?
Which you didn't, yeah.
We don't because we don't like it, okay? And we think now we have to educate people of what's fresh beer.
Mm-hmm. Which is, it always infuriates me if I go anywhere and I find an old dead can somewhere.
It's like that everywhere.
Yeah.
For me, IPA, you can't distribute that. I'm sorry. You can't. It needs to be fresh. It needs to be kept cold all the time. If you break the cold chain,
changes it.
Forget it.
Okay, cool.
We have clients that come here, and they come here just because of that, you know? They know when we do the release, we bring the beers directly from the cold wind. It never goes warm, never. So people want that, and they tell us, you know, if we come here just because of that, because we know it's fresh, we know it's cold, we know it was not sitting in the warmth for like a month or something, you know. So I think that's one good point that breweries should focus on right now.
Very cool, very cool. I'm very interested.
Another kind of education.
Very
you know?
cool, yes. Let's wrap this up with the 1 year anniversary party. What do people have in store for them? We've just drank this 100% Galaxy New England IPA. Absolutely delicious. What else do you guys got up your sleeves for all the craft beer enthusiasts of Montreal and everyone around Quebec? They're all going to come to this.
We're going to have 4 bottles. So 3 sour beers and 1 stout. And for now, we're going to have 3 or 4 cans also. So that one, we have another collaboration with Canada that we did last year.
Very, very cool.
So big collaboration with them and Yakima Chief Hops.
Yes, shout out to Luc.
Yes, sir. And yeah, we had fun making that here. We did like a big juicy New England IPA, crazy big amount of dry hop. So
do you know what hops went into? Do you remember?
Yeah, we did Citra, Mosaic, Nelson Sauvin, and new trial blend of cryo hops.
Cool.
So, and it smelled fantastic. So right now it's
waiting.
Yeah,
it's doing
waiting.
It's fermenting its magic.
It's looking pretty good. So this we have that one 100% Galaxy. We're gonna have the Pilsner. What else? Collab with American Solera.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, we redid the collab we've done over there.
Sadly, they couldn't come up to do it.
Yeah, no, we did that over the phone because we wanted them to come here. They were supposed to come anyway, but yeah, forget it with the COVID and everything. Nobody can cross the borders yet, so yeah, we've decided to do a collaboration online.
Very cool, which I've seen a few people have done. Yeah,
yeah, and it's a beer that we've done before. With them over there, so we took the same label that we changed a little bit the colors, and yeah, man. After that, we have one. We have like a cool example of the beers we want to put out within the next year.
Cool, yeah.
So some cool sour beers. We have we have one aged in gin barrels. With blackberry and kiwi.
That's so interesting.
It's really cool, and when it warms up, it gives like super intense watermelon kind of taste.
Wow.
It's really cool. We have one sour beer with cherries. One, okay, yes, and the other one is it's a type of beer that we want to work a lot during the next year. It's beer made with wine grapes.
Oh, very cool.
We're big fans of that. We think the hybrid between wine and beer is really, really cool.
Me too. I enjoy that very, very much.
So, it's really light, refreshing, and like a little bit like a white wine kind of taste. So that's pretty cool. And last beer is Imperial Stout, brewed.
Which leads us perfectly to our next beer. So what do we got here? And I a funny anecdote as he was giving me the tour. Gab was wrestling,
trying to put out the hazelnuts,
which was basically in a big bag, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to pull this out of the fermenter.
We've decided to do a blend of 100% barrel aged Imperial Stout. And we've decided to age it on hazelnuts and Tahiti vanilla. So
that's very sick.
It's pretty cool. We wanted to add coffee, but the test we've done were not really good. We liked the product as is. So
it smells amazing.
Yeah,
it smells the hazelnut, the super vanilla on the nose. Oh yeah, super nutty. It's amazing. Holy shit, it's like biting into a hazelnut.
Long lasting of nuts. It's pretty cool.
Very cool. Poured straight from the fermenter.
Yeah, exactly.
I always love when that
it's not
happens.
done completely,
Yeah.
We're probably going to add a little bit more of vanilla. But
you guys bit off a big chunk to get all these beers done.
Oh yeah, we worked nonstop for the past month, for real. Like, it was a crazy, I think it's the most intense month.
Now, what else do you guys have going on? You mentioned that you wanted to have some shows. There's some things that are going to...
Yeah, we'll see how it...
I saw there's a graffiti artist.
Exactly. We're supposed to have like
a DJ.
Yeah, DJ set during the day. 1 or 2 DJs, I think. Mark's going to do a small show
Very
with
cool.
His rap band.
Cool.
Then... graffiti artists and stuff like that, doing painting art and stuff like that.
Very cool.
So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's not gonna rain, and hopefully it's gonna be quiet enough so we don't have to cancel anything.
Everyone behave so that we can have fun. One last question: what is your hangover cure? You
know what, man? Like a big greasy breakfast.
I get that. I get that one a lot. Yeah.
With Gatorade.
There you go.
Me,
Man.
it does it. It takes a couple hours to kick in, But big greasy. The best one is breakfast poutine.
Oh, there you go. See, I haven't had that answer before.
That's the best for me with Gatorade.
Sick.
It's nice.
Vincent, thank you so much. I'm a fan. I've been a fan. I will be a fan.
Thanks, man. Fan of you too.
I meant to talk about the bike gear, but we'll save that for another one.
Yes, sir.
I really appreciate it. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Hey, thank you all so much for listening right to the end. You know that I love and appreciate that. Such a great chat to catch up with Vincent again, to watch him grow so quickly. I was there that first weekend to see where it is right now. He took me on a tour of this place. It's 3 times bigger than it was. I can't get over how well they have done. I can't get over how good his fucking beers are. I'm taking my hats off to you, Vincent. You've done something wonderful. I cannot wait to see where you're going to take this, but I'm on this ride with you. I'll be right beside you the whole way, man. Super stoked for you, watching a metal brother go and do something new and completely succeed at it. I love it. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I am looking forward to relaxing. I will be back at you next week with 2 episodes, but until then, remember to enjoy life, metal, and craft beer. Cheers, Vox and Hops heads.